Y'all, food stamps are coming for November. Trump was just ordered by a federal judge that he has to pay out for the month of November. So, food stamps is coming, y'all. I don't know if it's going to be next month as well, but this month is coming.
Ma'am, stop right there. Put your hands on the car.
I'm not stealing! The president said I could have this food!
Ma'am, step away from the exit.
Y'all are harassing me for groceries! I didn't ring a thing up because it's free now!
That's not how it works. Turn around, place your hands behind your back.
No! You can't do this!
Cuffing left wrist.
This ain't over!
Huh?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video dives straight into one of the most heated debates in the country right now. Who really benefits from government programs and who ends up paying the price? Every side claims to have the moral high ground. Some say the system's broken because of freeloaders. Others say it's collapsing because we've stopped caring about working families. Stick around, because by the end of this one, you'll see why what's coming next could affect way more people than anyone realizes. And while you're here, drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know if you think these new changes are fair or a step too far.
Okay, now, Trump said I can walk out of here without paying. I can walk out here without paying. You sure? Now, Trump said I can walk out here without paying. Here you go.
Oh, you good. It's all in the bag.
All right, bye.
Day one of people not getting their SNAP benefits here in November, and I'm here to remind you, I don't feel bad for them. Do you realize that people on SNAP benefits are eating better than the rest of us? We literally have to scrounge and budget for our groceries for our children. We have to plan meals. We have to be ingredient households just to feed our children. And mind you, half of the people on SNAP benefits are illegal immigrants. Over 60% of them are illegal immigrants. This was never the way that it was supposed to be. Churches are supposed to feed people, food pantries, that's what they're there for. And somehow people felt comfortable letting the government control whether they eat or not. How embarrassing, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't need all the people in my comment section and my DM saying, what about the people who fell on hard times? And what about disabled people? What about elderly people? Yes, those are the people that should be on it. Do I think that there are 42 million of them? Absolutely not. Do I think that it should cost $7.8 billion with a B to feed them every single month? Absolutely not. Do I think that the reason why our groceries have gotten so expensive is because of programs like this and illegal immigrants coming in and stealing our resources? Absolutely. That's definitely part of the problem. So no, don't feel bad. Keep the government closed. We need to see this through, and we need to make sure that we get rid of everybody who is on these benefits that don't need them.
You're saying you don't feel bad for people losing food stamps? While admitting groceries are so high you can barely afford them. And the 60% illegal immigrant claim? Completely false. The majority of SNAP recipients are U.S. citizens, mostly children, seniors, and the working poor. They're not eating better than you. They're surviving off cheap calories and coupons. Programs like SNAP don't raise food prices. Corporate greed does. The same billion-dollar companies that raised prices 30% while posting record profits. Do you think grocery companies should face penalties for price gouging during inflation? Or is it just the free market doing its thing? Drop it below. I'm curious how you see it. But anyway, in our next video, we'll be watching a greedy showman who flaunts his money and deceives people under the guise of charity. Let's move on to the video.
And that's okay if you can't feed a family. I'm giving out $30,000. It's okay if you can't. Can you watch the video all the way through? Can you repost it? Can you make a video telling people, hey, Monster Mari is spending $30,000. $30,000 on feeding families so more people can get help.
When my mother was dying, the food stamp program told her that she's not eligible to receive any sort of food assistance because 20 years earlier, when she was a newly single mother of two who had just survived a murder attempt and fled domestic violence, she began receiving food assistance. And the food assistance program in Massachusetts apparently paid my mom too much money for her to go take her and her children to the grocery store to feed them. So about a decade later, they contacted her and said, hey, if you would like to continue receiving food stamps on top of your Social Security income, you need to back pay all of the extra money we gave you for food with interest, or we're going to cut off all of your Social Security. And my mom had to fight with them and say, I don't need the SNAP benefits anymore. Just let me keep my disability, please, because I can't work. My mother died of diabetes. The number one thing to manage diabetes outside of Western medications is your diet. And so because my mom had to choose between food and an income, when it was my turn to start caring for my mother, I ended up getting put on food stamps so I could help cover the costs of food. And so every week at the grocery store, I used my EBT card on candy, cookies, soda, really high processed frozen foods. Those were the tools that we were using outside of medicine in an emergent situation to get her blood sugar to go back up. And we as a community don't need to be policing what people buy at the store. The federal government does that. You can't buy certain things because they're considered good food. If you don't feel comfortable living in a country that provides for the poor and sick and disenfranchised, the food stamp program has a trust worth trillions with a T. They're doing this on purpose. If you're hungry, you will do anything to get food.
I'm at Sam's Club right now, and I just want to know, did anybody get their food stamps? I don't get food stamps, but today's November 1st. With all the first qualifiers, if you get them stamps. But let me know, because it's November 1st, and I know some people get their stamps on the 1st. And I'm out here at Sam's Club right now, reporting live. It's packed in here. So I don't know if people got their stamps. You know, I don't know. I don't really know, but it's too many people up in here to be not getting those stamps. And I see a lot of full grocery carts. Did the government reimburse people or something? I see a lot of carts. And I don't get food stamps, so I came here to get a rotisserie chicken. That's all I can afford right now. That's all I can afford. I ain't got enough to be having a full grocery cart. Yeah, please let me know. It's a lot of people in here.
You can feel the tension in that clip. She's standing in Sam's Club like it's breaking news, wondering if the food stamps hit or not. But honestly, this moment says a lot. People aren't rushing to buy TVs. They're rushing to buy groceries. If you ever needed proof that this economy is broken, just listen to how people talk about food like it's a miracle drop. That's where we're at. Have you seen this same energy at your local store today? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious how bad it really is out there. But anyway, in our next video, we'll see someone who genuinely wants to support people with good intentions. Someone who uses money not for show, but to share. Someone who wants to make a difference.
All right, food stamp updates. They said some states will still receive benefits starting tomorrow, and those states do include California, Vermont, Rhode Island, New York, Connecticut, and I think that is it. So those states, you will be getting food stamps. If you are not in that state and you are in Birmingham, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and you need assistance, please comment below or DM me. I will be helping some families get groceries. I love you guys so much. Be blessed. Bye.
Woo! Okay, y'all. So, update on the SNAP benefits, all right? So, 2 federal judges have now blocked Donald Trump from... So, for those of y'all who were speculating about him waiting to the last minute, 2 federal judges, they blocked Donald Trump from being able to stop the SNAP benefits from depositing tomorrow. What does that mean? That means that we getting our stamps, y'all. The stamps is coming through. You understand me? The stamps is coming through. 2 federal judges, they blocked him from being able to ensure that 40-something million Americans cannot get those SNAP benefits. They blocked them. In addition to that, the Republican Party has been siding more with in Senate. They've been siding more with the Democrats rather than him. He's been having a lot of issues with his own party turning on him when it comes to certain issues that have been arising in certain bills that need to be passed. So in a lot of cases over the past 24 to 48 hours, we have seen twice where they have switched sides and gone towards the Democrats rather than the Republicans. Now, y'all remember, the food scarcity and everything that's going on with the SNAP benefits was always intended to be used as a token, if you will, to try and pressure the Democrats into folding. But it ended up backfiring on Donald Trump and MAGA in the Republican Party, because the Democrats held out. The Democrats held out and said, no. So it looks like it is backfiring on the entire Republican Party. I'm not sure what else is going to be overturned, but I know for certain that if you are among the Americans that are expecting some SNAP benefits on the 1st, they had this plan for a minute, because there was a few states that reached out to me and sent me screenshots of their expected payments. Okay. Arizona has just now joined in 2 days ago. So if you live in the state of Arizona, expect yours to be on time, but a little bit later in the day, possibly even 24 hours later than it normally would come, only because obviously they were among the later to join in on the lawsuit. It was more than 40 states that all signed up to sue Donald Trump and the entire Trump administration. Folks, this is the kind of unity we have been begging for, that we have been asking them to do, that we expected them to have from the jump, and we're finally getting it. So I wanted to let y'all know, expect them stamps. They coming in.
Over 40 states jumped in to sue, and even some Republicans started breaking ranks when they realized this shutdown strategy was backfiring hard. The plan was to use food assistance as leverage. But when millions of families are about to go hungry, that's not leverage, that's cruelty. Whether you're blue or red, nobody wins when people can't eat. The fact that judges had to step in just to make sure families could buy groceries, that tells you everything about how broken things have gotten. Were you one of the people waiting to see if your card would work today? Drop a comment. I want to know how fast those benefits really hit. But anyway, in our next video, we'll see a couple who fraudulently obtained $20,000 in aid money. Let's move on to the video.
When people think of food stamp fraud, they don't think of faces like this. Married couple facing food stamp fraud charges for reportedly falsifying income to obtain more than $20,000 in SNAP benefits. $20,000. But let's unpackage this even more though. In our community, we say that in order for you to get these food stamps, the man got to be out the home, huh? This is a married couple. And they get to have their government assistance and keep their nuclear family intact, what we see. That's definitely a sarcastic joke. Some of y'all might not get it, but I will.
They failed to report proper income information on SNAP documents. Now, Dennis and Jennifer Phillips arrested in connection to fraudulently receiving more than $20,000 worth of those benefits. Now, SNAP is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Law enforcement officials say they failed to report the wife's income for several years, leading to the issues of benefits they were not supposed to receive.
This video is centered around racial pathology and government assistance and how white people are never seen as the face of food stamp fraud. I still got to sprinkle a little intersectionality of class in it, because I still think it's wild that this $20,000 has a full-blown news coverage, but the 20 billion of corporations and oligarchs be getting is like it's not giving any airtime. That shit blow my mind. However, racial pathology though allows for black people, especially black women, to be seen as welfare queens that's trying to get over on the system and always conducting food stamp fraud, while individuals like this are able to be not suspected, therefore they go undetected, therefore they go unpunished. They was able to get away with this for years. Yeah, years. Education is elevation, and man, I hope they get this down there.
I just found out we're getting food stamps back this month. Like, the shutdown should only make payments a little bit delayed. They're not completely whatever. Yeah. Y'all can fucking look. But I posted a little hee ha ha status saying Thanksgiving at my house, bitches. We're getting EBT back or something like that. Immediately. Like, I don't even think it was 30 seconds that I had hit the post button, and I got a message saying, girl, aren't you embarrassed? Embarrassed at what? Embarrassed that I get to buy name brand shit? Embarrassed that I don't have to spend all of my money on 17 gallons of milk because I got 2 toddlers and I'm hella fucking pregnant? Embarrassed that I just left an abusive-ass relationship, literally just left a DV shelter, and working full-time just can't support me and 2, almost 3 kids? America is embarrassing. America is embarrassing. I am not embarrassed that I get food stamps. In my opinion, it's the least that the government can do. I think everybody should get food stamps. What I think y'all should be embarrassed for is literally judging somebody who gets EBT, because where I live, you have to be working. You have to make a certain amount of income to even qualify. So embarrassed for what? Embarrassed for what? My babies get to have chocolate milk again once a day or whatever, however many times they, you know what I mean, daily. We get Fruity Pebbles instead of colored pebbles. I get to buy extra eggs again, so that way I can occasionally give my dog scrambled eggs for breakfast. Christmas is coming up. Do you know how much shit that you can get off your EBT card for gifts? Yeah. Girl, be so for real. Oh, you're using EBT for the wrong reason. I'm buying shit that's edible for me and my children. Just because I use a little government card to swipe my shit doesn't mean me and my kids are any less deserving of that Kit Kat and birthday cake than your kids. Because my kids say please and thank you. Meanwhile, it's the parents that sit there and judge other people for being on EBT. Your kids are little assholes. And that's coming from somebody who's worked in childcare my entire adulthood. I have never met one child whose parents aren't against food stamps or whatever that is well-mannered, respectful, and genuinely a good child. It starts at home. So if you're sitting around being a hater because poor people got food stamps back, I hope you stub your toe every single morning you get up to take that morning piss. Love you, bye.
The peanut butter toast food stamp lady was 100% right.
The people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November, what did you do with October's food stamp money? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly. I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house?
Because that woman posted that video, she's got millions of views on her videos, not in a good way. She's had to turn off all of her comments, and she even had to apologize for hurting people's feelings. Why? Because liberals are constantly triggered by people saying things that are normal. She wasn't making fun of anybody for needing food stamps. She's wondering why it's so difficult for people that are living on other people's money to be responsible with it when the rest of us do have to budget. But what's even more ironic is that because she said this, people think that she may have lost her job.
First of all, congratulations. You lost your job, and I'm glad you did.
So let me get this straight. You guys can get online and mock the unaliving of an innocent man and then scream about your First Amendment rights when your employer fires you for doing so. But you find it so offensive for somebody to get online and say, hey, be responsible with money coming from the taxpayers so that you don't find yourself in an emergency situation. And you think that somebody needs to be fired for that. If that is your thought process, you are completely insane.
This whole peanut butter toast lady situation says more about the internet than about food stamps. Sure, she had a point about budgeting. Nobody's denying that. But she said it like she was lecturing from a mansion balcony, not standing in the same grocery line as everyone else. $1,100 might sound like a lot until you've actually paid for milk, meat, and kids' lunches in 2025. Groceries are insane right now, and acting like struggling families are just irresponsible is tone deaf at best. Smug at worst. Losing your job over an opinion isn't justice, but neither is using other people's hardship for clout. If you're really that proud of your financial discipline, maybe teach instead of mock. What do you think? Was she speaking hard truth or just being heartless? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay sharp, stay fair, and I'll see you in the next one.